Here is a video from my group as a thank you for getting to 90,000. Enjoy!
Hey everybody, how's it going tonight? Alright, so we are going to do a flocked wreath tonight. I thought that would be fun. So have y'all ever done one of these before? They're a lot of fun. Just something a little different. I wanted to do one of these because you can get these at Walmart for $10. So they're only $10. And it's really pretty. Don't you think it's pretty? So it'll give you something different you can do. And when you get one of these, the awesome thing about it is, since it's evergreen, it's already the base you're going to use. So you don't have to get an extra base. What did I do with my scissors? Ah, here they are. Hey. Good. Then we're going to use Sam's ribbon. I love this stuff. This came from Carolina Pottery. So did this. And so did this. So all three of these can be ordered on their website. Your Walmart doesn't have them? No! I know, right? $10. And it's a really good one, too. You know, I bet you can order it online. You should check and see if you can get it online because these are really awesome. So when you do one of these, the first thing you want to do is you always kind of want to just fluff it out. You always want to fluff it, because they really squash them down so when they send them out. So I just kind of take a few minutes and fluff it out. All you're really doing is kind of pulling it out, like you do when you have one of those Christmas trees, right? Hi! Yeah, check online. I bet you they'll have it. And you know what? Usually, if they don't have it in your store, you can have it shipped to your store for free. So I would check into that, because then you don't have to pay shipping. So that's what I usually do. If my store doesn't have something, I'll go online and have them ship it to the site to store. No, I just usually post in here because it's kind of hard to send alerts for the group. But I could put y'all on a special mini chat if you wanted me to, and then I could send it out to you when we're going to go live. I'll work on that. We'll do that. So, but you can expect I'll be on here every Monday unless something really big comes up. Because even when we have conferences and stuff, they're not on Mondays. They're usually on the weekends. So we had such a good time this weekend. Tired, but fun time. No sleep, but that's why it was fun. So you see how different it is when you fluff it up? And it's not too bad. I mean, the flocking's going to come off some. You kind of can expect that. But it shouldn't be too bad. If it's coming off significantly, you probably need to take it back and get a different one. Some of it will come off, but it shouldn't be significant. Alright, so we are going to make a bow. We're going to use our Easy Bow Maker again because it's inexpensive and it's really easy to make bows on it. How's it out? Okay. Alright, so I have some little zip ties to use when we make our bow. Alright, so I want some long tails. So let's do like maybe 15 inches. And then I'm just going to put it down. Okay, and we're going to do like, well, let's do like 7 inch for this one. So see, the reason I like it is because it has these marks on the board. Let me zoom in just a tiny bit. That way you can see better. So you get back to the center. You're going to twist it. Now you would do the same thing if you were doing it by hand. And you would just measure the loops against themselves. Okay? But the reason I like this is because you can go ahead and you can adjust it to where you want your loops to be already without having to even get out your fluff box. So that makes it a little bit faster and a little bit easier. And if you don't have a fluff box, this is kind of like a bow maker and a fluff box all in one. So, well, let's do 3. We're going to do 3 loops. Okay. There we go. You know what? It's a really good one. If you get it from Hobby Lobby, it's in the Christmas section. And when you buy it, it's only like $6 because, you know, all their Christmas is on sale. So, it's like the Bow Dabber, but it's a little bit better because it does have the measurements on it, which is what I like about it. Oh, awesome, Carol. I'm so glad. Okay. So I'm going to do, don't you love this? Look at this ribbon. Oh my gosh, I love this ribbon. So as you can see, I'm kind of doing red and green. And I have some kind of like natural in here because for the Easy Bow Maker, yeah, I'll get you a link and send it to you. Okay. So I'm going to put this one down. I have it at the same length. You always want to twist it so you can get that pretty side up. So we're going to do 2 with this one. So I'm going to do it the same size as these. So I'll just kind of measure it based on this size. Okay. So that one. And that one. Okay, and I'm going to move this one here. And this one here. And we're going to put the other one in between these 2. So you see why it's nice? Because you can just kind of move it in place already. I just like that. It's quick, it's easy. Okay. Now I'm just using the other bows to measure it. Okay, and then I can use this one to cut it off. There we go. Alright. So we're done with those. I always like to put 1.5 inch on just because the wreath is 24 inches. I just love to do these because they just add a little extra element to a wreath and they curl. These curl absolutely awesome. So if you're doing a wreath and you want to curl the ends, the 1.5 inch always does great. So I'll keep moving these a little bit. Alright. I'm going to make this a little bit smaller. Let's see, maybe about 6 inch. There we go. Okay. Whoops. No wonder it didn't want to turn. Okay, so I just kind of move this aside so I can get to 6 inch. There we go. So I'm going to do 2 with this one. Let's see. There we go. Okay. So 6 inch. There we go. Make sure these match. Okay, there we go. Alright, and then I'm just going to pull it measure it against this one, cut it off. Move this one away. Last one. Oh no, out of stock online. Hey Mama. You can do it. I promise. I promise. Thank you. I'm glad to be back. I'm going to tell you that trip back was a little brutal. But thankfully I had Cheryl with me, so that made it a whole lot better, because if she hadn't have been with me, it would have been awful. So, you want to go on a trip that long, make sure you take a friend with you. Because it sure does pass the time better. Yep. There. Alright. So, I'm going to cut this one off. So, we only did one loop of this last one. So, you see how, since we already have it on here and we have all the ribbons kind of stretched out like this, we already have it in the place we want it to go. So, you can take a zip tie. Now, you can do wire or you could do a pipe cleaner. It really just depends on what you like. Okay, slip it in here. I just kind of loosely attach it just so I'm not going to accidentally pull my loops out. So I pull it up like this. I kind of scoot it over so that it's in the center. And then I run it around the back. Okay. Like that. Now make sure all of my pieces are in the right place. See, this is what I like about it, right? So you're already moving your bow around where it's going to be. And that just makes it a lot easier. Move your ties around. Alright, let's... I'm just grabbing a pipe cleaner. Let's see if we can find a good color. Nope, I don't think blue's going to do it. What color's that? Yellow. Orange. No. We'll just do brown. That'll be okay. Okay. So before you completely tighten it in place, you want to take a pipe cleaner or another zip tie and run it underneath that pipe cleaner you put on there, like this. And then once you get that on, you can tighten that sucker down. And if you have trouble with your hands, just take your pliers and pull it tight. And then we can cut it off. Well, Rita, I can go back and see if I can get one to send to you. So let me try to do that sometime this week. If you want me to go get you one, I will. Alright, so then we just need to fluff out our bow a little bit. You see how easy that is? Oh my gosh, this is so easy. I wish I had one of these when I first started. Because, holy cow, I really struggled. Thankfully, my sister worked with me and was patient. Because I kind of stunk at it. Yes, I do have a link. And we will get you one. Does she still, I don't know, does she still have the sale going on? Mari, do you know if she still has the sale going on? Because she did have a sale. Okay. Or if Katie's on here. Katie, are you on here? Or Amanda? You want to throw out your link? Okay. So what I do is I take a little piece of the 1.5 inch and I fold it in the center like this. And I just make it smaller. So if you had a 2.5 inch, what you would do is just cut part of it off. And then you can take that and go around the bow and hide that zip tie. It just makes it look nicer. It was over last night. Okay. Too bad. Yeah, you know what? It is an awesome thing. And then I just trim off the excess because I don't really need it. Okay. So see how easy that is? See, and that's a nice looking bow. I love to end with just like one little piece here because it just kind of looks, I don't know. Alright. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this back. We'll put this away. Yeah, if they don't have any, let me know and I'll run over and get one. Okay, so I just like to pick a spot, and right here, there's kind of like a just kind of dead spot. It's not very full right there. So guess what? That's where our bow's going to go. We're just going to put it right here. I'm going to move these a little bit so I can tie it down. So I'm just going to take it and stick my little pipe cleaner right through here like this and tie it on like that. Then just kind of tuck it underneath. So there we go. So we got our starting bow. Whew, like it. So see, we really already have it fluffed out. There's really not a whole lot you have to do. So this is what you can do. So with these pieces, you can take it and just stick your fingers under and just curl it up. You see how cute that looks? So this is why I like the 1.5 inch, especially on a wreath like this. So there we go. These, you can either like cut them at an angle like that. I kind of like that. So let's cut them at an angle. We'll put this here and this here on this side over here. And we'll cut those at an angle in the opposite direction. Did I cut that right? Yeah, that's fine. Okay. There we go. So then we have some over here and some over here. So we need to take these two and move them over here and then curl them. So if you ever get to where you have a bow and you get done with it and it just doesn't look very full, you can add tails in underneath it and curl them up close to the bow, and it'll make the bow look fuller. So that's a really great little trick to use with bows if you ever have a problem. Just remember that you can always stick some tails in it, and that makes a big difference. Oh yeah, that's over there. Okay. So see, by moving it around, we kind of add even more dimension. Okay. Here we go. Awesome. I love it. Okay. So we got the bow done. So that bow is going to be kind of on the middle. We're going to do, this is going to be the center. So you could do it where it's up top and just kind of move it like this. Okay, like that. And then just have your streamers coming down. Or you can move it over to the side and kind of have your streamers coming this way and that way. It just depends on what you like, because there are no rules. Okay. Then I got these. These came from Carolina Pottery. I love that place. And they do have a lot of this online. I was looking to see if they had a number on it. XND 2016. And so they're little holly berries, but they have like this little frosting on them. They're just really cute. So I'll just cut these off. Okay. I like to cut it in several different pieces because then you get a lot more out of it. I always like to put some around the bow because it helps the bow kind of blend in. So I have my glue pot over here, aka my electric skillet. I just dip it in there. And the great thing about these is you can glue right to the evergreen. They take glue really well. So I'll just glue around the bow, like one over there, one over here, and I'm just sticking it right directly to the evergreen. So I have one here, one here. I'm going to put one up here because I want to make that triangle. Things just really look a lot better if you do the triangle. It really kind of helps balance out your piece. And when you do a triangle, you just want to have it in a triangle shape. It doesn't have to be like, you know, perfect. You just want it to be in that shape. So see, we have one here. So we have our triangle. So you can do the same thing with like ornaments, right? So these ornaments are from Walmart too. So that way it makes it a little bit easier for you to find them. These are left over from our project at the convention. So I thought it'd be fun to use them. So let's see, we're going to do a triangle. So 1, 2, 3. And one thing you can do, hey Katie, one thing you can do, so if you have something like this, okay, and you think they're too small, you can add like 2 or 3 together. Like you could do 1, 2, 3, like this. See how that makes a difference? See there? Oh, there's the other one. Like that. What did I do with that other one I had? It's probably in this bag. Well, crud, I don't know what I did with it. You could also do really big ones. Let me show you what that looks like. So you can take these really big ones and kind of nest them in there so that they look more like they're meant to be there. So what you think? Which ones do you like better? Do you like the small ones? Like the 3 together? Or just the 1 or the really big one? You have to tell me what you like. And then we'll do that. We'll work on that. You see my bow with the Echo Zulu, Katie? You know I'm just loving that thing. I'm obsessed. I know, right? Don't you love that big one? I love it. Let's see. Where did I put those other big ones? Hang on, I've got them in here. Oh, there they are. Okay. All right. Okay, so we're going to do, I think I might actually like this at the top. Let's do this. Let's kind of move this just a tad so it'll be like it's at the top. And then we can kind of bring these down a little. I like that. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so we can put like one here, and you definitely want to nest it in there so it doesn't look out of place. So these giant ones came from Sims Pottery, but you can usually find these, like they may even have them at Craft Outlet. Oof. All right. So when I say nest them in there, what I mean is you kind of want to just kind of stick it in there so that it looks like it belongs in there. Because if it sticks up too much, then it doesn't look right. So these have a little, you know, like a little hole. So I'm just going to take some wire and we're going to wire it into the frame. Now we could do maybe 2 red and 1 green. Small balls, big balls. Y'all are funny. I kind of like the big ones. I've been looking for something to do a project with these. Alright, so just going to use the green wire. I'm just going to cut off about 10 inches or so. So you know, when I'm doing stuff like this, I like my paddle because it has a lot more on it. Okay. So, just going to take it and slide it through there. Just going to tie it on nice and tight. And then I'm going to run my wire right through the frame. So this is a raised frame, which just means that the bottom is lower than the top. So it kind of makes things a little bit easier to do things like this. So you see from the back how the top is higher and kind of inward. So that just makes it a little bit easier to do things like this. So I just tie it around the frame because you don't want them to come out. I know, that's so funny. Okay. Alright, then I'll just trim this off. See, and I use the green so you can't see it. Alright, so let's work on nesting it a little bit more. There we go. See, that's better. Woo! So I gotta tell y'all, this is so funny. So, when we were at the convention, right, Scott wanted us to do a centerpiece with these pieces that he had flocked. Well, we got up there to do it, and all the flocking fell off on the table. Right, Cheryl? Poor Cheryl. I mean, that stuff was all over her. So, yeah, that's why I say if your flocking kind of falls off, you kind of want to take it back, because that's not a good one. It shouldn't do that. It should not be falling off while you're trying to work on it. Okay. So what I do is I just move these around like this. Okay. Then tie it down on the bottom. And I'm just tying it right on this frame right here. See? Like that. I skid it around a few times. And then I'll just trim it off. That's so funny. Okay. I felt so horrible for Cheryl. It was just everywhere. Okay. There we go. Alright. So now let's make sure it's nested in there well. See, like you just want to move things around and kind of nest it in there. There we go. Alright. You can also add some pieces to kind of blend it in a little bit more. Gracious. Okay. So we'll do the last one. So have y'all ever tried one of these before? Oh. Hey, let's let Meshman in. Maybe he'll join us. Alright. Give me 1 second. There he is. So, one of the things that we did when we were at the conference is we did a pajama party, and we gave away free memberships to our groups, and Meshman won mine. So he will be joining us. And we will be having fun. He is such a sweet guy, and his wife, oh my gosh, they're so sweet. We had such a good time. Alright, so pull them out, stick them in there, make sure you're kind of nesting it in. See, if you just leave it hanging out, it doesn't look right. It looks kind of forced. Okay, woohoo! I like it. I like it, I like it. Alright. Woo! I'm messy. So we can take these and add them in as well. One of the things I like to do is when I do the triangle, then I kind of fill in. It gives me something to fill in around, right? So, okay, y'all keep texting and it's confusing me. Alright, we have some red berries. Those are really cute. We could put some of these around the bow. Want to do that? Let's do that. Okay. So when you're designing stuff like this, a really good rule of thumb is just to keep doing that triangle, and then you'll always have the balance. So, and it's perfectly fine to go outside the bounds. So don't feel like you're trapped inside the bounds of your wreath. So we have a triangle here, so I'm going to do another triangle. I'm going to start by putting some down here. You're not going to see it a lot, but a little. See? So our triangle is going to be kind of reversed. So we'll do one there. Okay. I'm going to do one here. So right over here. Well, I think this needs to be a little bigger. Let's do a little bit bigger. There we go. Whoop. Aha. Thank you. I'm so glad that it's helping you. Alright, and then we'll do the other one, like right over here. So what I'm trying to do is get some, like, more interest in here and kind of, you know, bring the wreath out so that it's not so rounded, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And then what you can do is, so once you get your triangle, then you can kind of add in around it. It just makes it much easier. Ooh, we have some pine cones. I forgot we had. These are frosted pine cones. So we could use some of the pine cones. We have some more of this. I love this stuff. So see, we have 3 big balls, right? So we could do smaller ones around it. See? And do like another triangle. Even put one up here. We could even put one in the bow. But you see, when you do the triangle, what happens is it makes your eye constantly move around. So that's why you want to do that. But you can also do balance. So we have one here, there's one here. Either way you want to do it works great. These, let's just see. how these would look. Yes! I like it, I like it, I like it. One of the things you want to do when you are gluing into a base like this is you want to make sure you don't have too much, and what you're going to be doing is you're kind of going right into these green pieces, and they'll stick really well. And these things will hold pretty nice. So we could put this here. Oh, I love that. Let's do one on the other side. Aren't these cute? I think these came from Hobby Lobby. Okay. So we're just going to put it in the other side. Like that. Ooh, that's cute. We could also take the other one and put it in here. Let's see. Yeah, I'll just keep making that triangle. See, if you do that, then you can just keep going and you won't get lost. It kind of helps you stay kind of on track. There we go. See, in this way, I'm kind of putting some things inside, and so it's not so kind of all stuffed in together. I'm sure there's a better way for me to say that, but honestly, I'm a little bit too tired to think of it. Okay. So now we have some of these. We can put some of these in just to give a little color. Ooh, Katie, I can't wait to see that. I know I haven't ordered mine yet. I gotta do that. Make sure you put lots of water in yours so it doesn't come off, because that's no good. Right, Cheryl? Alright, so we got one there. Let's put one on the other side. Okay. There we go. I'm going to put one in here. Maybe we should do it like here. Let's see. Or we could even do it under here. Oh, I like that. So, you just kind of have to move it around and see where it looks good. And not burn yourself like I just did. I want to put one on the other side too. Whew. Okay. So I'm going to put these two together because this one is much bigger. So when I glue them in, it won't be so small. Okay. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I love them. When we lived in Georgia, we always had a ton of them. But there are like no trees in our neighborhood, so there's really none here. Woo! Woo! Gracious. Excuse me. Okay. Let's see. So I have ones that are plain, but I think I'm going to stick to this that has the little ice on it because it's just a lot more interesting. So I'm using 3 of these. Katie, you going to do that flocking on your page, or you going to do it in your group? Okay. All right. So now I'm just going to put some in kind of on the sides, like over here, because I never like to ignore the bottom. You always want to have some stuff on the bottom. It really does help kind of draw your eye around. So we could put some down here. Yeah, that's cute. There we go. See how cute it is just having a little bit kind of come out? So we could do one over here. Let's see. Okay. So I'm just kind of sticking it right into the evergreen and making sure it's up against it well so it will stay glued. Okay, let's put a little bit more in. Okay. So see, I did my triangle, so now I'm just kind of filling in around it. So see, I have like my triangle here, so I'm kind of filling in around that. I have my triangle here, so I'm filled in around that. Down here. Got glue everywhere. So what I'm doing is just kind of looking for spots that kind of look empty or need some color. And I'm just kind of putting some in. Let's see, are we out of that? Well, we may have to use some of this. Let's see. The other thing you can do is you can take some of your ribbon. So let's do like, let's see, how long is this? Okay, about 18 inches. So I've got a couple of these. Right, and a couple of these, same size. So I like, if I'm going to do something like this, I like to use the 1.5 inch. I think it just kind of does a little better. Okay, cool. I'm definitely going to do that too. Okay, so now what I do is I just take these, okay, and I find the center right here. I'm going to pinch it. I have a couple pipe cleaners that are cut in half. I'm just going to put it around here. Just twist it in good. Alright, and then I'm going to take it and I'm going to tie it down in the frame like this. Okay, and I'm tying it on that upper piece. It's just regular glue. There's nothing special about the glue I have in that pot. It's just like the glue that you can get at Walmart or whatever. And it's just an electric skillet that I got from Walmart. You can get them on Amazon too. And the ones on Amazon are a little bit smaller, so if you have like a small space, you could get the one on Amazon. So, okay, so then I curl my ribbons up and just kind of move them around a little bit. It just kind of gives you a little bit of color. See, like that. You can also take them and put them under your bow and kind of pull them out to the side like this and tie them. So there's a lot of different things you can do by adding in just a little bit of ribbon. Okay. What do I do with that other one? There it is. I don't want to put too much in because I don't want it to be overwhelming. I'm just trying to add a little tiny pop of color. Oh my gosh, she about killed me when I came in the door. Yes, she was very excited. Very excited. Her and Sassy both. Sassy sat in my lap most of today, and Bella was very put out by that. She did not like it. Did you, baby? She said, that's my mommy. Of course, they're both my dogs, but Bella spends more time with me than Sassy does. Sassy hangs out with my dad more. Okay. So. Okay. So let's just add a little bit more. I think we're going to add some, let's add some of these cute berries. Okay. See, these are really easy to do. And they're pretty economical. So, it's a great project to do. Okay. There we go. Need that. Alright, let's see. Where we want to put these. I just want to put a little bit of color around. Okay. That's here. Okay. Let's see. Over here. Yeah, I like that. Okay. Go. Alright, let's see. I think we need something here. Maybe. Let's see. So what I like to do is I just kind of like to step back and look at it and see if I see any holes, anywhere that I really need to kind of work on it. Maybe a little bit right over here. So, not a lot, just a little maybe. Let's see. Like right in here. There we go. Oh, I bet she did love it. And I bet it cheered her up. Which is awesome. Okay. Let's see. Get a little bit right here. Yeah. Okay. There we go. I want to put something here. Let's see. I don't vote like that. No. Maybe a little bit smaller. Let's try this. Nope, not like that. Nope. I don't think we're going to put anything around this one. It doesn't look right. I just want to kind of make sure these are nice and nested in there because I don't want them to look out of place. So I have a ton of this. This is just flocking that is on, you know, like just like a little evergreen swag. Okay. I need my bolt cutters. Oh, there they are. Okay. Let's see. I'm just going to cut a few pieces off and see if it will help. Okay. Because I don't want it to look I want it to be more nested. Let's see. Yeah, that's better. So all I'm doing is taking a couple extra pieces, and I'm just going to glue them in here so I can nest this a little bit more, and it looks a little bit more like it's pushed down in there. So that's kind of what I'm trying to get, the effect I want. Okay. Get a little bit more. So this is pretty wired in here, so I'm just using my bowl cutters. Because, well, this one's not bad. Let's just get this one out. Okay. And we'll definitely go through how to flock things so that you can just get your greenery and then you can flock it yourself. Because when they flock it, they definitely raise the price. You know? Oh, that's better. That's better. Maybe a little over there. Okay. So you see how it looks more like it's kind of pushed down in there? That's what I want it to do. So. And these glue pretty easily just like the others. Oh, that's much better. Okay, let's fix this one over here. It needs a little bit. Okay. And I think these might have come from, they either came from Carolina Pottery or they came from Hobby Lobby. So you can get little things like this. Okay. Alright. See how that kind of helps it? Stepping on my berries here. Let's see. Oh yeah. So you can always take greenery and add some more, because if you need to add more because you need like more dimension, or you need to do something like this where you're kind of nesting it in a little better, you can always add some in. And it won't hurt a thing. Oh, that's better. That's better. See, now it looks more like it was supposed to be in there. Haha. All right. Hi, Berna. All right, so what are we thinking? See that? Nice and simple. You could even, did I bring those signs in here? Yeah. Let's see. What did I do with that sign? There it is. See, like you could put a sign in the center, like this. Something that's simple and matches. See? See, aren't those easy? These are easy to do. I love doing these things. Ooh, we have another one. Where should we put it? Maybe here. Awesome. There, now it's nested in a little. So what do you think? Sign? No sign. Thank you. I just love the bow. It's always about the bow for me. I love it. It's just simple. Sometimes you just need a little simple sign. Yeah, I think so too. I like it with the sign. You could even do like a little wooden sign in here would be good. But this one's pretty simple, so I think this works pretty well. Let's see. So this is just a little metal sign. It's from Affordable Wreath Shops. I think that looks okay. Okay, so we'll just take it and punch a couple little holes in the sides. And I will actually use the green wire this time because it'll hide better in the green base. So, whoop. I think I might have to get new cutters. I go through cutters, Lord. Okay. So now I just stick it in the 4 spots. Twist it around. Okay. Yeah, so this right here is a beadsmith. It's the 1.5 millimeter, so it has this little tiny like puncher right here, and then on the other side there's a little hole in it. So when you punch it, it just punches a little hole outside in your signs. It works for most signs. Some signs are a little bit thick for it, but you can find these on Amazon or at Hobby Lobby because they're sheet metal hole punchers. So they work really well on metal. And it's great to have for signs, because then you can pretty much use any sign you find. Yeah. Okay, so now we're going to just kind of put this through here so we can get down to the frame. So I'll slide it through. See if I can find that wire. There it is. Okay. So I don't want to tie it too tight because I don't want to squash any of this pretty flocking. So I'm just going around the base. There we go. Okay. So I'll just kind of push it in place. And I'm just tying it right around the frame. Okay. So let me get the other side. And what I'm going to do is I'm kind of push this all up a little bit so that my large ornaments are not going to be unnested. So I'll just use the sign to kind of push it so I can keep it in place. And you just want to, tie it on a good few times. And then you can trim that wire off. Okay? Alright. So, let's go down this one. So I'm kind of pushing this all forward and going to the frame. So that way I'm not squashing anything. And I'll move some of this flocking around just a second. Okay. And I'll move this out. I could actually just curl this up. There we go. Okay. I don't want it to interfere with my sign, so I'll move those around a little bit. Oh. There we go. Okay. This one's okay. So, alright. One more spot. Whoop. I don't think I put the wire in it. I could tell I'm tired because I put it in without one of the wires. Oh, Lord. That's okay. That's an easy fix. Okay, so same thing. I'm just kind of pushing it around this flocking so I won't mess it up. There. Okay. There we go. Let's put this up here. And we can put, oh, I'll put it down here. Okay. We can put this down here and we can curl it up like that. Curl this one up. Okay. All right. Just make sure all of our flocking is still in good place. Yeah. Okay, okay, there we go. All right, that's it. We got it. So what you think? You like it? I like it. I think it turned out good. I like the colors. It's more like a traditional Christmas. Okay, great. Thanks for coming and hanging out with me. And I will see y'all in a week. All right, and if you have any questions, make sure you just post them in the group, and I'll come and answer them there. Oh, I can turn this off now. All right, I will see y'all later, okay? Bye. Sweet dreams.